I was all excited when I found that thing. I thought it was a derelict ship
Yeah.
that I could just steal. So I was purposely not saying anything to you. 'Cause I wanted it.
Right, well, I think I'll go and investigate that asteroid over there.
So this is why I didn't tell you what was really going on until you showed up with helpful supplies. But yeah, I thought well, see, here's what happens, right? When you try and be sneaky, mean like that, it's karma gets you, right?
Yeah. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Partners in Grind.
Partners in grind. Yeah, we never said that last episode,
No,
did
we
we?
didn't. No.
That's right. So
Yeah.
our old one was called Partners in
Grime.
Grime. That's right. So now we're partners in grind.
We are.
So it still keeps and I don't know if you guys figured this out. I'm sure you did, or I must have mentioned it in a previous episode, but it spells out pig as its acronym. So we are two pigs burrowing into the muck that is an asteroid.
Oh, I can see uranium. Right, we're looking for a donut with a ball on it. And I think it's that one over there. Where are you? Let me just turn my hood on.
I'm like 11,000 meters away from you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. I'm going to Boris's Go Faster Drill.
What you doing?
I want Sal's Go Faster Drill. There's Sal's Go Faster Drill. You named them way too similar.
Well, mine is a blueprint of the drill that I built for Boris. So I just changed everything from anything that said Boris, I changed to Sal. I have a history of not being very inventive with names. Yeah. So what was I gonna talk about? Yeah. So this series is gonna be our storytelling series, and that's the idea. We will because we're gonna be doing mindless menial work whilst telling stories. So I think I was gonna talk about something to do with space engineers. I think it was probably to do with the deal I've got with Boris.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah. Which, like I say, we haven't sort of formally agreed. He's mentioned it in his videos, I've mentioned it in comments on his videos, and it's a very informal agreement at the moment. But he doesn't like building ships, I don't like building bases, and he suggested in one of his videos that he was going to build a hangar which I would then fill with ships, which he could then use and crash. And and I said I was quite happy with that idea. I was quite taken with it, actually, because what I don't have is a home. I haven't got anywhere to sort of to park up and build new things. So yeah, so it'd be nice. So at the moment, I've got a sort of a start of a factory ship, and I needed somewhere to park it. So I've parked it by Boris's base because I figured, well, I don't know whether he's planning on building a hangar at his current base, because it doesn't really look like it's well suited for having a hangar. But whatever it is he's building out there, if I can help him get a move on with it, then I'm sure that eventually it's going to lead to him building a hangar somewhere where I can park my ships. So at the moment I'm just doing what I can to help Boris get on and build something, whilst building more ships for me.
I found something.
Oh, what have you found? Anything interesting? What?
It's a ship that's shooting at me! Ah! Run! Oh no!
Oh.
No!
The mining carriage.
Okay, there's a downside to not having your antennas up. Okay, you can just fly away now. Bye.
So,
fly away.
Did you just get shot at by that mining carriage?
I did, yeah, and things are hurting again.
Oh dear.
One of my thrusters is on fire.
So space is a bit of a dangerous place at times.
What do I have? Did I bring anything? I think all I have is ore. I should be able to get to you though. Okay. I hope. Oh no. Okay. My cockpit is
Oh, nickel.
help!
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. All right.
Help!
All right. Hang on. En route.
So this is no longer a show about uh, grinding away. It's a show about Sal saving a
Anubis.
Anubis in distress.
Are you moving at all?
Nope.
Okay.
You're about to fly past me. Do you see me?
Yeah, yeah, I see you. Don't
Okay.
worry, I've got my hood up. Whew.
Whoa, that's quick.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my
So,
cockpit got shot out.
oh yeah, you're sparking.
Yep. Yep.
In
Yep.
fact, let me just switch off my hood so that we can see this better.
Nobody thought there was going to be action in this, did they? Combat action.
Oh dear. Good job. One of us comes out with some stuff.
Yeah, well, that's why I fly with you because you're prepared. You're a Girl Scout. Um,
Yeah. Let's see what you're actually up to there. Yeah. So I do. When I travel with materials. You did take a lot of those thruster components, didn't you?
yeah, I took 100 of them, so remind me, and I'll give them back to you when we're done. Interior and bulletproof.
Yeah. I carry enough to rebuild most things, so I can rebuild reactors and thrusters and
Darn it.
drills and. Hey, I'm actually really low on computers.
I'm putting back the stuff I had.
Thanks for the scrap metal.
Oh yeah, you're welcome anytime. Oh, I guess that was for my ship, wasn't it? I won't give you scrap metal.
Oh,
Displays.
do you know what I can be doing?
Did you bring any bulletproof?
Yeah, is it not in there? I thought I was looking at it. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
there it
there's
is. Okay,
bulletproof.
sorry. Didn't even see it. And then, darn it, what was the last thing I needed? There was something else. I can't remember.
Oh, it's Spider-Man.
Interior plates. Spider-Man?
Yeah, yeah.
Is he here?
He's in his stone pooper. So yeah. So slightly different to our old storytelling series. We actually have other people sharing our space. Oh, that reminds me. Actually, that's something I can be doing. I have a waste disposal system for getting rid of stone and gravel and stuff, and there we go. I can be pooping away my gravel.
It's a theme in this game, it seems.
Yeah.
Everybody poops. Nobody stops. So let's grab some of these.
Oh dear, I'm gonna put a gun on my ship.
Is he pooping on you right now? Where is he?
Pooping on me. He's immediately above me. He's been pooping on your ship.
Oh, there he is. He's pooping on me. You know what? I was all excited when I found that thing. I thought it was a derelict ship.
Yeah.
That I could just steal. So I was purposely not saying anything to you. I wanted it.
Right. Well, I think I'll go and investigate that asteroid over there.
Yeah. So this is why I didn't tell you what was really going on until you showed up with helpful supplies. Yeah, I thought well, see, here's what happens, right? When you try and be sneaky, mean like that, it's karma gets you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to repair the ship with all this rock hitting it. Right. Oh, you already gone?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you were serious, were you? Okay.
Do you need help still?
No. I think I can fly again. Let's see here. Oops, that was wrong.
I was only a bit serious.
Okay, now I need to turn on my info. Sorry, everybody. On goes the spam. I'll leave this one off though, so that you don't have to see all that.
I thought that was...
Wow, he's gotten close in. What a bugger.
Who's that, Spider-Man?
Yeah, he is. Sal's work in progress. Sal's go faster. There it is.
Sal's go fast is the one.
Yeah. So I thought that it was a derelict ship because I forgot that I turned off, like it turned down my HUD stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so it just looked like it was a ship just floating in space, right? Oh wow, his ship is way faster than mine too, the bugger. Um,
Oh, there's
uh,
gold.
but yeah, so I thought I could just like find it and then take it, and oh, derelict ship, it's all mine, and then it started shooting at me, the stinker.
Like you say, it's karma.
Gamma.
So is this where we saw cobalt? That because that was what I was looking for, was the thing that had cobalt on it.
Yeah, so it was a donut that had a
A
sphere
ball.
beside it, and
Mhm.
the cobalt was in the sphere.
Okay, so this is a donut with a sphere.
But it
Um,
looks attached. So I think it's a different one.
yeah, I don't think it's the same one.
Well, let's see. We're here. Let's see what it's got.
I found
Yeah, this is
gold.
much smaller.
There's ice.
Is there anything in this? Oh no, did my
What?
where's my ore detector?
I
Do I
wonder
have an ore?
how robust his ship is. Should we find out?
Are you gonna do a crash test? Oh no, I still have an ore detector. Okay, it's right there. It's crash test time.
I was just looking, I was thinking, do you know, if I was to accidentally
There it is. Ice. Okay.
accelerate upwards.
With some gusto.
I mean, you saw what I did to that rock when I reversed into it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of power on this ship.
this looks like it's just gonna be an iron donut
Uh-huh.
and ice bubble.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, iron and ice. I think that's all it's here is iron and ice.
Right. Apart from this little patch of gold over here.
So onward and offward. Where to now?
Okay. Look for a
Where
shiny
did,
thing. All right. Well, I'll leave that
there
gold.
you
We've
are.
found plenty of gold.
Look for a shiny thing.
Yeah. So if we head towards, let me just find it. There is a little cluster of stars. I need to get my back to your base. There's Boris's base, new base, Anubiz's donut. There we go. So if I just find Anubiz's donut, face my back to it. I just need to move a little away from this asteroid. Right, so now if I turn around, and what I'm looking for now, there we go, there's the star cluster. Okay, so if we head in this direction, we're heading to unexplored space. So we should go this way and then just stop at every glittery thing that we find, that we see, that catches our eye. I think we're about to be visited by Nordic. Ooh, that's shiny. Ooh, that's
Ooh.
shiny. This is how I do my mining missions. Ooh, shiny. This is how
Shiny.
I found Boris's base that way. I was just going from shiny thing to shiny thing, and I saw something that was really glittery. And I went to investigate, and it was Boris's base. It was just that it was covered in scaffolding, and the scaffolding was all glittery.
Ah, yes. Telltale sign
Mm.
of either platinum or life.
Ooh, what's this? That
All right.
looks
Yeah.
interesting.
What kind of this asteroid looks like it got beat up by another asteroid.
It does. There's something shiny, shiny there. It
Uh,
might be
is this
silver or
I think
silicon or something.
this is black, so this is probably
Uranium?
uranium.
Mm-hmm.
Icon has uranium.
I did find a really nice deposit of uranium, but it's a little bit out of the way, so it'd be nice to get some more while we're here.
Yeah, there's a bunch here
Good, good, good.
on this, right where I am right now.
hmm I'm just, I think this is going to turn out to be silver.
Ooh, I actually need silver. I'm
Well,
hoping that maybe we get a little bit of everything while I'm out here.
yeah, yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, my cargo holds aren't quite as big as yours, so I've been watching my inventory. Getting about 50K of everything.
I'm not actually getting anything on the ore detector, so I don't know that I'm... Maybe this is just stone. And it's shiny because it's in the sun.
Yep, that's the thing
It
too.
happens. Yep.
Mhm.
Let's see what's coming through the drills. Oh no, silver. And this is where I need to switch off that one, switch on that one, just so that I'm not overpowered.
So I guess I should ask if you felt that the NID conversation was finished to your liking.
Well, we discussed, we talked about Mia.
Well, we talked about Mir, yeah.
Yeah, I
We
talked a
mentioned
little,
Apple a little bit.
yeah, yeah. We haven't mentioned Spider-Man actually.
Oh, who is it's appropriate that we would talk about him now
Uh-huh, indeed.
since he's pooping on us.
Yeah. Ah, I know.
So, Drunk Spider-Man is my fellow Canadian in crime. Whoop. Oh. I can't see when I do that. Yeah, so he's great fun as well. I enjoy his company immensely. He's a very funny guy as well. That's going to be something we say about pretty much everything. Everybody on this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some are like, I guess, more apt to make jokes and say funny things than others, but everybody has a really good sense of humor, and Spider-Man is definitely one of those guys that
hmm
you get to talking with him, and the stuff that comes out of his mouth, you're like, oh my God, and you just start laughing. And the ideas that he has too, he has really fun ideas, like the pooper, like that thing is hilarious. The first time he invented it, he actually flew it into my base on the previous season of the NID and basically pooped gravel,
Yeah.
bags of gravel all over my base, like everywhere. They littered the ground, and you couldn't walk on it. It was pretty funny, actually. Yeah, another great guy.
hmm And then we've also, on this server, we have Nordic Beast, who
Yep.
has, I noticed as he's played something like 2,000 hours on Space
Yeah.
Engineers.
I would say Nordic Beast, and this is just my opinion based on what I know about people, and I might not be accurate, but based on what I know about the people on this server, he seems to be, the most technical, I guess, or the most build. Like he builds amazing stuff, like absolutely amazing stuff. He makes amazing ships. He's really passionate about building stuff. Like that's kind of accurate and historical as well. But yeah, like I've learned so much from the guy about just different things and stuff, and he likes to just dive in and build. Like he's definitely hilarious. He's a fun guy. Loves to joke and goof around, but at the same time, he likes to really be serious. I know he's probably the most steadfast about making sure that he gets his oxygen and re-energizes all the time and doesn't just kill himself like some of us do. So he likes to play the
Uh-huh.
game serious, but
Yeah.
he likes to have a goofy fun time with everybody else while he does it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's amazing. If
hmm
you check out his builds and stuff, he's also obviously everybody on the server is a YouTuber,
hmm
but he builds some amazing ships and some
Yeah.
neat concepts.
So I've been chatting with him a lot in just in the in-game chat, and he hasn't released any videos recently because he's had a broken mic, but he's got one on order, and it should be here shortly when he'll start making videos again. and I shall be doing I've agreed to do a collab with him, and we'll go out and we'll do some mining and exploring, and no doubt we'll find an abandoned ship somewhere and not share it with Anubis.
Yeah, because that's what he's already found a couple of them,
Mm.
hasn't he? I think he
From what
said
I've
he's already
heard.
discovered some.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I definitely want to do my plan is to try and do collabs with everybody on this
Yeah.
server as well. And if he's got the magic to finding derelict stations and ships, and he's gonna have to share that with me as well. He's gonna have to, or else I'll sick Spider-Man and his pooper on him.
Um, this weekend, I'm doing my first ever alone time co-op with Boris.
Oh,
So I've
nice.
played so much with Boris, but it's always been with other people.
Yep.
And I mean, I say that we have spent time just chatting together. In fact, when was it? It was. I
Well,
can't
I'm
remember.
gonna have to hold you there. It's the
Okay,
end of the
end of
episode,
episode.
and you can tell the Boris story in the beginning of the next one.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Bye.
In a sea of